Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another new Comic Book Day Previews episode. In today's video, I'm going over all the new releases for May 10th, 2023's new Comic Book Day. As always, I'm going to be going over all the new releases from the major publishers and a ton of the indie ones as well, those new books' variant covers, if there's anything important about those issues, and of course, which ones I'm going to be getting as well. And as always, as I begin to talk about these books, just be aware that there's still delays and shipment issues happening amongst all the different publishers, so once it gets closer to new Comic Book Day, just check with your LCS to see which ones are actually going to be getting in. And now, without further ado, everyone, let's talk some comics. So now, if you guys are new to these videos, down below in the description, I got a chapter list of all the different publishers I'm going to be talking about today, so feel free to skip around. The first publisher I'm going to be talking about today is Zenescope, and we've got Phoenix Files, issue number 3 on the way, and it's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A, we got a cover B Vinorino variant, and now finally a cover C Garvey variant. Next up is Robin Hood, Spawn of Nyla-Rahotep, issue number 1. It's got 4 different covers as well. Here's cover A, we got a cover B Otero variant, and now finally cover C Abundanza variant. Next up is Mango and the Bunny Man, 2023 special, issue number 1. It's got 6 different covers. This is cover A, we got a cover B Chrome variant, and now finally cover C Garvey variant. Next up, this is the last one coming out from Zenescope. We got My Steer Annual Spawn of Abyss, issue number 1. This one's also got 4 different covers. Here's cover A, we got a cover B Otero variant, and now finally cover C Lamar variant. Moving on to ARCOMICS, they've got one that features 2 brand new stories. It's World of Betty and Veronica, Jumbo Comics Digest, issue number 25. Next up today is Red 5, and they've got Maeve Rising Warrior, issue number 3. Followed up with that is Titan Comics, and they've got Kamen Rider 01, issue number 4. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Glass variant, and now finally a cover C Photo variant. Moving on to Aftershock, they've got Samurai Doggy, issue number 6. Now moving on to Vault Comics, they've got The Nasty, issue number 2. John Lee's The Man kills it on horror books. I really enjoyed that first issue. My only complaint with it is I don't think the artwork really matched the story that John Lee's was telling. He's writing a horror series, and I feel like it was more on the cartoonish side, and it was very bright and vibrant as far as the artwork goes. That's not to take away from the art. It was still very nice, but I just don't think it matched the story very well. Still check the series out. It was a nice first issue. Here's cover A, and then we got a cover B variant. Moving on to Ablaze, they've got The Mighty Barbarians, issue number 2, and it's got 9 different covers. Here's cover A, here's the cover B variant, and now finally a cover C Boofy variant. Moving on to American Mythology Productions, the first one's a new series. We got Cartoon Puppet Horror Theater, issue number 1. It's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A, here's the cover B Hansel variant, and now finally we got a cover C Hansel Shining Homage variant. Next up is Frank Miller Presents, and this is the last small indie publisher I'm going to be talking about today. The first one is Frank Miller's Pandora, issue number 5. Here's cover A, and then we got a cover B Kubert variant. Moving on, we got a brand new one from them. It's Ancient Enemies, The Wraith and Sun, issue number 1. Here's cover A, and then we got a cover B Wraith Wagon variant. Out of all those publishers, it's definitely a very light week compared to what it usually is, but I'm for sure going to be getting from Vault The Nasty, issue number 2. But next up, let's talk about Image Comics and Boom Studios. Alright, here we go. First one today from Image is Saga, issue number 64. Then we've got Spawn, issue number 341. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Kolak variant, and now finally a Brooks signed variant. Moving on to Nocterra, issue number 14. This series, oh man, let me tell you, this series is only getting better and better. I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend checking it out. Here's cover A. We got a cover B variant, and now finally cover C Daniel Maiolo variant. Next up, we got a series finale for Little Monsters, issue number 13. This is another series that I am really enjoying. It's written by Jeff Lemire. The artwork's done by Dustin Wynn. Great job on both sides. At this point, though, wait for a trade paperback, wait for a hardcover. It's only 13 issues, but man, reading it all at once is definitely the way to go for this series. Here's cover A, and then we got a cover B Alexander variant. Next up, we got a mini-series finale for Junkyard Joe. This is issue number 6. I really enjoyed from what I read, but I'm a few issues behind. I'm definitely going to grab this one, though, and just kind of reread it all at once. It's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Daniel and Anderson variant, and now finally a cover C Peralta variant. Next up today, we got Phantom Road, issue number 3. Another really good one. It's written by Jeff Lemire. Hands down, one of my favorite writers right now. He's always killing it on the stuff he puts out. Here's cover A, and then we got a cover B Love variant. Moving on, we got a brand new series. These covers are killer. It's called Something Epic, issue number 1. I'm only going to be going over cover A, B, and C, but definitely check the other ones out online. There's a total of 8 different covers. A lot of them are homages, and like I said, they're really cool. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Daniel and Kudransky variant, and now finally cover C Kudransky variant. Next up is The Ambassadors, issue number 4. Here's cover A. This is the cover B Black and White variant, and now finally a cover C Sook variant. Next up, we got another miniseries finale. It's Nemesis Reloaded, issue number 5. What do you guys think about this one so far? I haven't read volume 1 of Nemesis. I've heard phenomenal things about it, though. Just let me know down below. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Jimenez variant, and now finally a cover C Fernandez variant. Moving on to Black Cloak, issue number 5. This is cover A, and here's cover B, the fish variant. Moving on to Dark Ride, issue number 6. Williamson is killing it on this one. I'm a huge fan of it. It's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B, Riccardi variant, and now finally cover C, Ganesh Shao variant. Moving on to Old Dog, issue number 4. It is back, and we got a brand new mission on the way. I might check this one out. We're going to see what the rest of the week looks like. Here's cover A. We got a cover B, Mooney variant, and now finally cover C, Ba variant. Next up is The Last Barbarians, issue number 4. I don't know if I'm going to be continuing on with this series. It's all right at this point. It's got 5 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B, Haberlin variant, and now finally cover C, Haberlin and Van Dyke variant. Next up is Monarch, issue number 4. Pretty behind on this one, but I really enjoyed that first issue. Here's cover A, and then we got a cover B, Visions variant. And now finally, this is the last one coming out from Image this week. We got Stoneheart, issue number 3. Out of all those issues, I'm for sure going to be getting Nocterra, number 14. Little Monsters, issue number 13. Junkyard Joe, number 6. Phantom Road, issue number 3. Something Epic, number 1. The Ambassadors, issue number 4. Dark Ride, issue number 6. And maybe The Last Barbarians, issue number 4. We're going to see about that one, but right now I don't think I'm going to be getting it. Moving on to Boom Studios, we only got 1 coming out this week, so a very light welcome from them. But it is the new series. We got Ghost Lore, issue number 1. It's got 7 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B, Hurt variant, and now finally a cover C, UV Ghost variant. And yes, I'm definitely going to be checking that one out as well. But next up, let's talk about Dark Horse, IDW, and Dynamite. So the first one today from Dark Horse is Clear, issue number 3. This is a fantastic series I highly recommend checking out. Here's cover A. We got a cover B, Foil variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Lupacino incentive variant. Next up is Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures, issue number 5. Moving on to The Great British Bump Off, issue number 2. Here's cover A, and now we've got a cover B, Tryman variant. After that is Dragon Age, The Missing, issue number 4. Then we've got the end of the arc for Assassin's Apprentice, issue number 6. And now finally from them, we've got Murder Inc., Jaeger Rose, issue number 1. Out of those issues, I'm going to be grabbing Clear, issue number 3. So moving on to IDW, at the time of this video, they've only got 1 coming out, so a very light week from them as well. It's Star Trek Defiant, issue number 3, and it's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. This is the cover B, Rise variant, and now finally cover C, De Martini's variant. I won't be grabbing that one, so moving on to Dynamite. The first one is Disney Villain Scar, issue number 2. That was an awesome first issue. Definitely check it out if you can. It's got 22 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B, Forstner variant, and now finally cover C, Henderson variant. Then we've got 007 for King and Country, issue number 2. It's got 10 different covers. This is cover A. Here's cover B, the Pueblo variant, and now finally we've got a cover C, Hill variant. Next up, I am pumped for this one. It's Kong, The Great War, issue number 1. It's got 9 different covers. This one's going to be awesome. Here's cover A. We got a cover B, Lee variant, and then finally cover C, Dave Vito variant. This next one's the last one coming out from them this week. It's Mad Balls vs. Garbage Pail Kids, Time Again, Slime Again, issue number 4. At the time of making this video, it's only showing that it has a cover A, and if you know Dynamite, that's definitely not correct. So just check with your LCS once it gets closer to the date. But out of those issues, I'm for sure going to be getting Scar, issue number 2, and then Kong, The Great War, issue number 1. But next up, let's talk about DC Comics. Here we go, DC fans. First one today from them is Justice Society of America, issue number 4. Here's cover A. This is the cover B, Paquette variant. And then finally, we've got a 1 in 25 Hero Incentive variant. Moving on to a brand new series, we got Green Lantern, issue number 1. It's got 16 different covers. This is cover A. Here's cover B, the Perillo variant. And then finally, we've got a cover C, Rise variant. After that is Superman Lost, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main cover. Here's cover B, the Weeks variant. And then finally, we've got a 1 in 25 Harris Incentive variant. After that is Stargirl, The Lost Children, issue number 6. And for those of you reading this one, this is the series finale, so be on the lookout for it. Here's cover A. This is the cover B, Savage variant, and then finally a 1 in 25 Maguire Incentive variant. Moving on to Batman Incorporated, issue number 8, and it's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. This is the cover B, Qua variant, and then finally we've got a cover C, Heritage Month variant. Moving on to a new series, we got Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker, issue number 1. It's got 5 different covers. This is cover A. Here's cover B, the Andolfo variant, and then finally a 1 in 25 Mora Incentive variant. Moving on to Wildcats, issue number 7. Here's cover A. Here's cover B, the Man variant, and then finally we've got a 1 in 25 Hill Incentive variant. After that is Spirit World, issue number 1, so another new one from them this week. It's got 5 different covers. This is cover A. Here's cover B, the Wind variant, and then finally a cover C, Orzu variant. After that is Multiversity, Harley Screws Up the DCU, issue number 3. Here's cover A. This is the cover B, Kirkham variant, and then finally we've got a 1 in 25 Connor Incentive variant. After that is Batman, The Adventures Continue, season 3, issue number 5. It's got 4 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Earls variant, and now finally a cover C Manipul variant. Moving on to the Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, The Glass House, issue number 2, and it's got 4 different covers as well. This is cover A. Here's cover B, the Walsh variant, and then finally a 1 in 25 Rodriguez incentive variant. After that is the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries, issue number 8. Then we've got Looney Tunes, issue number 272, and now finally from them we've got a brand new one-shot on the way. It's Gotham Academy, Maps of Mystery, issue number 1, and it's only got a cover A. Out of all those issues, right now it kind of seems like I'm going to be having a little bit lighter of a week, and a lot of people have been hyping this book up, so I'm probably going to be checking out Green Lantern, issue number 1. Let me know if you're going to be getting it too. But next up, let's finish this video now with Marvel Comics. All right, here we go, Marvel fans. First one today from them is ASM, issue number 25, and it's got 21 different covers. Here's cover A. This is the 1 in 100 Disney Black and White incentive, and now we've got another 1 in 100. It's Romita Jr.'s Gwen Stacy variant. Moving on to Daredevil, issue number 11. It's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. This is the Vincentini variant, and now finally we've got a Johnson Spider-Verse variant. Moving on to Wolverine, issue number 33. It's got 7 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got an In Hook Lee Heritage Month variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Imenez incentive variant. Continuing on, we got X-Men Red, issue number 11. It's got 4 different covers. This is cover A. We got a Caselli Marvel Icon variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Edge incentive variant. Next up today from Marvel is Star Wars Darth Vader, issue number 34, and it's got 4 different covers as well. Here's cover A. This is the Sprouse Return of the Jedi 40th Anniversary variant, and now finally we've got a Lenko variant. After that today, we've got Ghost Rider, issue number 14. This is cover A. Here's the Rise Spider-Man variant, and now finally a Heritage Month variant. Moving on to Captain Marvel, issue number 49. Only one more issue to go. Here's cover A. This is the Romero variant, and then finally we've got a Jones Spider-Verse variant. Continuing on Marvel, we got the Invincible Iron Man, issue number 6. I didn't pick up the last issue. I heard it was just alright. I don't think I'm going to be continuing on this series, though. It's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a Besh variant, and then finally an Anandito Spider-Verse variant. Continuing on, we got Rogue and Gambit, issue number 3. It's got 6 different covers. This is cover A. Here's the Deckle variant, and then finally a Casa Grande Woman of Marvel variant. Moving on to Star Wars The High Republic, issue number 9. It's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. This is the Bustos variant, and then finally a 1 in 25 Aja incentive variant. Next up is Cosmic Ghost Rider, issue number 3. Here's cover A, and then we got a Woods variant. Moving on to a brand new one, we got Extreme Venomverse, issue number 1. It is setting us up for the Summer of Symbiotes. I know everybody's so pumped about that. I'm kidding. I don't know a lot of people who are pumped about it, but it's got 9 different covers for you variant fans. Here's cover A. This is the 1 in 25 Rise incentive variant, and then finally a 1 in 50 U incentive variant. Moving on to Miracle Man, The Silver Age, issue number 5. Here's cover A. Here's the Cocolo variant, and then we've got a Basil Duo variant. Moving on to Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones, issue number 3. It's got 9 different covers. Here's cover A. This is the 1 in 10 Peach Momoko design incentive variant, and then finally we've got a 1 in 100 land incentive variant. After that, we got a brand new series. It's Silk, issue number 1. It's got 11 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a 1 in 25 Nakayama incentive, and then finally a 1 in 100 Peach Momoko incentive variant. Moving on to Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis, issue number 2. It's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. This is the Lashley Frame variant, and then finally a 1 in 25 Handbook incentive variant. Now for this next one, this is the last one coming out from them this week. It's I Am Iron Man, issue number 3. Here's cover A, and then we got a Mobili variant. Out of all those issues, I'm for sure going to be getting Daredevil, issue number 11. And I know I just got done talking some shit on it, but I'm probably going to check out the Extreme Venomverse, issue number 1. Venom Lethal Protector is very good. I do not like the Venom ongoing at all, so to get a little bit more of a Venom fix, I'm going to check this one out too. Let me know if you're going to be grabbing as well. But that is all the new comics coming out this week. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Be sure to comment down below which books you're looking forward to most, which ones you think I'm going to be missing out on. If you want to check out some more content, I've got 2 more popping up very shortly. If you want to check out my Discord, I've got that listed down below as well. And here's a quick preview of the upcoming EXP live stream I'm going to be featured on. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.